Welcome to Tools, Tech, and Gear. I'm Seth. Today I am testing out the Odinlake L1 Ergonomic chair. I'm going to be doing an assembly video and then showing you all the features of this comfortable office or gaming chair. So let's go ahead and jump into the video. I've laid out all the components of this chair so we can begin the assembly process. We've got the seat, the backrest, the headrest, the armrests, the legs, the leg hub, the gas spring. We've got the wheels, the instruction manual, and the hardware as well. I'm going to set aside the backrest and headrest and armrests for a moment, and we will focus on getting the seat portion assembled. For step one, I'm going to take the wheel hub and just simply remove this plastic decorative piece, flip this upside down, and I'm going to take each of the 5 legs, like this right here. I'm going to press that all the way to the end of the wheel hub, and then in my hardware packet, I'm going to take the 6M15 screws. Go ahead and get those opened up here, and take my Allen wrench key here, and then simply just start to tighten these down here so that it will make a nice solid connection. Now that I have all 5 of the legs attached to the hub, I'm going to take the 5 wheels, as you can see right here, and just simply press those down into the base. Now, if they're stubborn, you may have to turn these over and push on them, but most of them should go in pretty easy here, just pressing down on this. With all the wheels attached, I'm going to flip this whole piece over and set this down. Now, of course, it could roll off the table at this point. I'm going to replace that decorative piece against the hub here, and that is going to keep those looking nice around there. Now it's time to place the gas spring here into the bottom of the chair, just like that. Now that I have the wheels and base finished, I'm going to set this to the side so I can start working on the seat, the backrest, the armrest, and the headrest. This metal piece is what's going to hold the backrest in place. So I need to turn this up like this. Let's try a different approach. I'm going to hold the backrest by hand while having the seat hang off the edge of a table. And I think that's going to allow this to be a whole lot easier to work with. Now, I'm not going to tighten these down all the way because I want to make sure I have all 4 of them in position before I tighten them down. The backrest is now attached to the seat. That's complete. It's time to move on to the armrests. Now, if you look on the bottom of the armrest, in this hole right here, it either has an L or an R for right or left. So in this case, I've got the right side of the chair. I'm going to place this right over here and use the M630s to get this attached to the seat down here. Moving over to the other side, I see the L is down here, and I can now get that installed. Once again, with those M630 screws, just get that lined up and then tighten it down. Now that I have the base complete, and then I have the backrest, seat, and armrests together, it's time to put these 2 together. So I've got this on a table here, but it's probably better to do this part on the ground. So, all right, what I want to do here is take this, and on the bottom of the seat is a hole, and that's going to go right on top of the gas spring here. So let's go ahead and turn this up, and then I will match them together. The last step of the assembly process is to get the headrest installed. If you look here, there is this cup place where it's going to sit down upon the top of the chair. And there's also markings to show where this is meant to go. So I'm going to simply place this up here between those 2 markings, just like that. And now there is this plastic piece right here, which is going to be up under here to support that and prevent it from falling off the seat. So I'm also going to be using the M625 bolts to get this attached. This is what the plastic piece looks like. It's just going to slip right up under here and be pressed upwards until it makes a good connection there. And then the M625s will go up under here. Now that I have the chair fully assembled, let's go over all of its features. This chair is meant for comfort and all day sitting at the office or at your gaming system. So let's go ahead and talk about all the features of the chair. Let's start off here with the headrest. So it has multiple positions up and down that you can make changes to. So for instance, right now, this is at the lowest position, as you can see. If I reach back here and pull up, if I go too far, it will reset back down to 0. But all the notches you hear in the middle are positions that you can set this to. So if you're really tall, you can do that. Or if you're like me and you prefer it there on the neck, then that's where I'll be keeping it. So that right there is how you adjust that headrest. And it actually seems to work out pretty good. So here's a view from the back side. Next, let's cover the lumbar section. You can see there's nothing attached down here at the bottom, but it has a spring right here. So whenever you sit down in the chair, it's going to cup against your lumbar section. But if you push into it, it will spring and give you a little bit of give right in there. So it will fit to the shape of you and give you that push against your lumbar that is very helpful to have. So very nice. The armrests can be adjusted in several ways. You can press this button right here to lift it up, and you have various positions in there that you can set that. It also can be tilted to the side, straight ahead or all the way, and then also can be pushed forward or back for different settings and adjustments for your arms. The mesh material on the seat and back is going to be very breathable, but also durable. And as you can see, it has enough give to be cushioning and comfortable, yet strong enough that it's going to be able to support your weight just fine right there. Now, if you'll note, there are two handles that can be pushed right here. And if you flip it around to this side, there is another handle right here which can be pushed. Let me show you what those three handles will do. Like you would expect in a typical desk chair, this first handle is going to lower or raise the chair. So if I pull that, it drops down. If I stand up and pull it, it will lift up. Now, I don't know if you can see my feet on the ground there, but that highest position there is actually just a little bit too high for someone who is 5'11". So that right there is very nice. So I would drop mine about right there is good for the way I sit. The second handle over here scoots the whole seat forward or backwards. It's a little bit awkward at first to get used to, but if you hold that handle up, you can then scoot the backrest backwards. And now I've got a whole lot extra room back here, which means I can scoot back with my knees all the way up against the front. So if you are a taller person, you can do it that way. And then this is the one that's sometimes a little interesting to get it back in place, but kind of scoot there. And now, if you see, I have about 3 or 4 inches there in the front that I'm hanging off that seat. So it just lets you adjust the seat based on how long, I guess, your legs are. Now, turning over here to this side, there is one more handle that I can adjust, and that's going to change the incline of the seat. So if I pull that down, it will unlock that. I can then pop it back in place, and now the seat won't go back into the upright position. So if you want to lay down and sleep for a while, you could do that. And then once again, pop that down, brings this up, you can lock it into place, and there you go, back to work. I hope you've enjoyed this quick assembly and overview of the Odinlake L1 Ergonomic chair. If you did, hit that thumbs up button. I will have a link in the description down below, as well as a 5% off discount code if you want to check out this chair. Now Odinlake has several different models. This is the L1, and it has, as you can see, all kinds of comfort features for your day at the office or for playing games. All right, be sure to check out that link, and I will see you in the next video.